Welcome to L Squared, a podcast with fresh Love Island content. This is a messy situation. We're going to clarify the truth about Johnny Middlebrooks' proposal to Tori Stenson. This episode is an update to our previous episode titled Johnny's Ex-Girlfriend, Tori Stenson, Speaks Out. Now we're going to be clarifying the proposal that everyone was talking about and using to assume that Johnny and Tori were engaged. Many Love Island fans believe the rumor that Johnny Middlebrooks left his fiancée, Tori Stenson, for Love Island. That's not true. Tori Stenson was never Johnny's fiancée. The proposal was fake. In our previous podcast episode and blog post, we identified Tori as Johnny's ex-girlfriend. We do the same in this blog post and in this episode. Tori Stenson and Johnny Middlebrooks dated in high school. They had an on and off romantic relationship for several years. The two have not officially dated since 2016. Since then, they have maintained a complicated friendship comparable to a situationship. Johnny's advocates have shared that his relationship with Tori wasn't always smooth. The two weren't a good match. Their relationship is not an accurate example of who Johnny Middlebrooks is. That's understandable because they started and finished dating when they were teenagers. I think most of us can relate to having a messy breakup or first love or ex-partner, especially while we're young. We have to remember that Tori Stenson is currently 21 years old and Johnny Middlebrooks is currently 22 years old. Their relationship is a part of their high school experiences. Tori created the following TikTok on May 11th, 2020, which was a year after the proposal occurred at Rolling Loud in Miami. She expresses it was only a joke among their friend group and something that happened essentially in the moment.
Put a finger down. 1 year ago today, you were at Rolling Loud, and out of the thousands of people there, you ended up running into your ex, and he kept trying to talk to you and get back together with you, but you were ignoring him. So he takes the ring off of your friend's finger, makes a huge circle in front of the 21 Savage concert, and gets down on one knee and fake proposes to you. But you feel so awkward because there's so many people watching and videotaping that you felt like you had to say yes, and it was a fake proposal, and everyone was taking videos and clapping and telling you congratulations after.
The TikTok concludes with a snippet of Johnny proposing to her at the music festival in May 2019. Tori said 3 times in that TikTok that the proposal was fake. Tori's talking about an event that happened in 2019. When Johnny proposed to her as a joke, they weren't together. Johnny and Tori were never engaged. The rumor started with a series of TikToks from Tori, which we detailed in our previous blog post and podcast episode. Tori never claimed to be Johnny's fiancé or ex-fiancé at any time. After the proposal spread to Reddit and Twitter, Love Island fans assumed the couple was presently engaged. Love Island fans on Twitter were commenting things such as, "Not Johnny, oh my goodness, he literally proposed to a girl last year." Sally, when she finds out Johnny is engaged and left her a week before coming on the show without an explanation, and there's a picture of a kid with a blank staring face. Someone else tweeted, "Not me, just finding out the Johnny boy left his fiancée for Love Island," and there's the gif of a kid doing math. Some fans even wanted Tori Stenson to join Love Island USA's Casa Amor cast. They were saying things like, "I low-key want Johnny's ex-fiancé to come to the show and mess things up." And, "Don't be shy, put Johnny's ex on Casa Amor." So, who is Tori Stenson to Johnny Middlebrooks? She is Johnny Middlebrooks' ex-girlfriend. Her joke was misconstrued on social media. Tori made a storytime series of TikToks to explain the proposal, herself, and her relationship to Johnny. We have linked all 3 parts of Tori's TikTok storytime on our blog. Her TikTok is at Tori_Stenson if you'd like to look them up yourself. This is what she says in the first part.
So I just want to do a quick story time on like my last 2 TikToks about Johnny and Love Island, because there's like so many people coming at me, and like there's articles coming out like calling me his ex-fiance. What I tried to explain in a previous video, and I was just reposting it for people to see about the video I was talking about, was that I was at Rolling Loud, and I saw him and he was like begging to talk to me, begging for me to give him another chance. I kept telling him no, I kept saying no. So what does he do? He makes a big scene, gets down on one knee, and like fake proposes to me. And that's why I explained in another video, if you go all the way down on my TikTok. And so I was like, oh, I'll repost it for people can see so I can stop tagging you. Well, it ended up blowing up. I haven't been on my phone. I keep seeing all these things about like, oh, ex-fiance. I'm not his ex-fiance, but he did do some crazy shit. And that was one of them, because I just wouldn't talk to him, that he made a scene to propose to me. So there's the story on that, so people can stop coming at me for defaming him or whatever, when I never said that. It just got misconstrued.
So in the first part, Tori further verifies her and Johnny's complicated relationship. She reiterates that she's not his ex-fiance. And if you need more receipts, you can go to Johnny's Instagram, at Johnny Lee with 2 L's, and you can find a picture of him dated May 11th, 2019, when he was at Rolling Loud. That date matches the date of Tori's TikTok on May 11th, 2020, where she states that the event happened a year ago that day. This timeline further proves that the engagement was fake. It was never an engagement or even a proposal. The whole thing was a joke among their friend group. In part 2 of Tori's story time, she says,
so this is storytime part 2 about the whole Johnny and Love Island TikToks. Everything else I said was true. I mean, the whole I didn't know he was leaving until a week before, that's true. I had a boyfriend in between our on and off, and I was like, we had broken up, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm back in, like whatever. He was like begging for me back, and I was like, let's be mature. We're not right for each other. Like let's not do this. He kept begging for me back, being so persistent. Finally gave in. He told me he loved me, wanted to get back together with me, like he could see a future with me getting married. And then he made it seem my birthday party, made me cry because there was other guys there, and he's just so territorial that like he couldn't have any other guy talk to me. He's like, that's my girl, I love her, I'm gonna literally do anything for her birthday. And then 3 days later, I was like, wait, so where are you going in a week? I heard you were leaving. And he was like, oh, Love Island. And I just blocked him and never talked to him again. Who does that? So I didn't lie about that. And he had definitely cheated on me multiple times. Lied.
So in this part, Tori goes into more detail about their relationship history. What she says is consistent with what Johnny's advocates have said. The two weren't a good match for each other. We can't use this situation to accurately exemplify Johnny's character. It's just one relationship, one situation with one person. It doesn't tell the entire story of Johnny Middlebrooks. This is the third and final part of Tori's story time on TikTok.
So this is going to be the third and final part of like the whole Love Island Johnny story time. I didn't ever mean for it to get that far. I just made a joke and had receipts, and it just kind of blew up. But now like people from back home are like, really telling me that I really did a bad thing and I'm really trying to beat him down. That wasn't the case. I mean, am I that upset that, people that I said what I said? I mean, no. I mean, I feel kind of bad that people thought I'm his ex-fiance, but there's way more to the story than that. And, like, for these people that are like, oh my gosh, like, that's so fucked up of you. Where were you guys when he was going to Love Island, but still had me on a string the whole time? Like, why didn't anyone let me know? It's like, I'm here by myself trying to figure this stuff out. I spent 4 years on and off with somebody that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. That didn't work out. So now what?
It sounds like some of that was a clapback to Johnny and Tori's shared friends in their circle. But that's not what this article is about. The thing in the final part that she says for the third time is that she didn't mean for the rumor to start about her being his ex-fiance. She didn't think it would blow up the way it did. And since it has blown up, Johnny's allies have been working to dispel the rumor. including us. We want to present fresh, accurate Love Island content. So if you see anybody talking about the story on social media, please let them know the proposal was fake. It was just a joke. Johnny does not have an ex-fiancé. For those of you who love receipts, you may be wondering, okay, what about the ring? It was borrowed from a friend in the group. She mentions that in the video she posted over 3 months ago. Johnny placed the ring on Tori's finger as a part of the joke. Please stop spreading the rumor that Johnny Middlebrooks left his fiancée Tori Stenson for Love Island. That is not true information. The rumor is damaging to Tori and Johnny's reputation. Please do not send hate to Tori or Johnny about this. It's best if we leave the drama where it is. This season, this cast has been incredibly messy so far, very early on. Tonight, we're going to have day 5 and 6. I feel in the grand scheme of things, the story is neither here nor there, especially since it was catapulted to rumor. I think we should take a lesson from this, that when we see videos and messages on the internet, we shouldn't jump to conclusions about that information. Acknowledging that it's there is one thing, but overanalyzing it and extracting the wrong meaning from it is another. All in all, how do you feel about the fake proposal? I feel like it's good to know the truth. I'm glad we can put this behind us and get some more accurate gossip. The series is just getting started, so I'm sure we'll have other stories to talk about later on. Hopefully stories that are kinder. Special thanks to all of our listeners. You can keep up with us at Lonely Loquate on Twitter and Instagram. We provide daily, fresh Love Island content. And Stan Justine.